Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, Petrified Fish has provided another really nice knife for us to check out. I gotta admit, they do a really good job with knives. I mean, well, I was gonna say in that $50 to $100 range, but I mean, I think you could go to the $25 to $100 range, and they are a heavy contender, in my opinion. But what we have in front of us today is the Liss, L-I-S, PFP 14 is the model number on it. Now, as you can tell, we've got a little Damascus going on here. I believe there's 3 or 4 different Damascus versions and a couple of solid G10 versions. For the purple fans, there is a purple G10 one out there. The Damascus versions are running $62.99, $63, and the solid G10 colors, I believe it's purple and black, they're running in at right at $50, $49.99, $50, But now this Damascus, it looks like it's going to be really slick because it's polished, but it's not bad at all. It really does kind of have, I mean, I'm trying to force my thumb across it, and it skips, but it is gripping a lot better than I thought it would. Really. Now, we don't have a lanyard hole, but we do have a lanyard post going on. We do have a back spacer there, and a right hand and left hand tip-up carry knife. So an ambidextrous carry knife. Kind of fully ambidextrous because you do have the dual thumb studs. Now, of course, the button is set up for a right hand carry, but they're close. It's close, my lefty friends. So, fit and finish, very good. Very good. Everything is chamfered off very nicely. You can see those scales are rounded off. Nothing is sharp where it shouldn't be. Just, again, very, very well done. And they've taken that handle to blade ratio pretty much to the max without it being an issue. So, just so well done. And like I said, dual thumb stud. I have tried flipping off that fuller, and because as you can see, it does have a bit of a fuller on it. I cannot do it very well. I can get it kind of like that. I cannot get it to flip. But the thumb stud, oh man, so smooth, jumps out there, so nice, kind of a 10 o'clock flip, and it just jumps out there. I can't reverse flick off the thumb stud, the other side, because it's kind of in there too close. I just can't get behind it enough. Maybe my finger isn't strong enough, but I'm not reversal flickable for me. Some of you experts out there might be able to do it. And that button, oh my goodness, so smooth. There is zero button stick. Zero. That's all spring tension. Yeah, no stick whatsoever. So well done. Sorry to keep thwacking it on you. But, holy cow. Nice choil going on. Now, this one's 10CR. 10CR 15CO MOV. All the MOVs in there. Absolutely. One extra CR and a lot of extra MOVs. But, nice flat ground drop point. With drop point blade. Very nice. Nice coating going on. Now, you can get it with either the PVD or a stone-washed finish. I believe the solid G10 ones have the stone-washed, and the Damascus have the PVD, but don't absolutely quote me on that. There'll be a link down below, description, comments. There'll be one down there somewhere. Check it out. But overall, just a really, really good knife, and it's good size. I mean, there you go. You're looking at almost 8 3/4 inches. So a really, really good size knife. Let's check. I'm going to go the blade length on this. Yeah, 3 3/4. 3 3/4 inch. No wonder. Yes, this did very good with 21 thread. Absolutely. And your handle length is looking at right about 4 and, yeah, just over 3/4. Make sure I did my math right. Yeah. It's almost a 4-inch blade. Cutting edge. Now, cutting edge is about 3 3/4. Actual blade length is almost 4 inches. So, holy smokes. And then your grip length, point to point, about 4 1/4. So, definitely made for you larger-handed individuals. Now, the way the cutouts are, my hand fits very nicely in there. You know, obviously, I'm not getting the hug, the squeeze on my hand that I like, but still does feel absolutely really good in hand. So, all right, let's get some size comparisons out there. What do we got here? There's the bug out. Definitely a lot bigger than the bug out. 100%. And should be quite a little bit bigger than the PM2 as well. Yeah, good 1/4 inch on the blade and ish close to that on the handle as well. Get a full. We'll start in grams for our friends across the pond. Why not? 137 or 4.8 ounces. So it doesn't feel or carry, you know, like it's got that weight, nearly 5 ounces. It really doesn't. Wire clip. It's pretty deep carry, but there is, with that pocket, there is a little bit of peekaboo. Not a whole lot, but it is kind of smiling out there at you. Retention, fantastic. That's a good, solid wire clip. Excellent retention. Overall, well, I think you're probably getting the picture already. I already said, Petrified Fish does a fantastic, fantastic job in that less than 100, what I do consider rather budget. And even when you go down in that $25 to $50 range, they've got a few models, maybe 5-ish or less, but they're very, very well done as well. Of course, they're going to be more of your D2, G10, you know, your standard knife, D2, G10. I mean, we see it all the time. But 10CR, G-Mascus on this one. Like I said, there are a couple of solid G10 versions. Still with the 10CR blade steel. The jimping, I've seen a little bit better jimping from Petrified Fish. I mean, it's that smaller, narrow jimping that I really, really like. But it's really shallow and not overly aggressive. So when I just grip it, even then, my thumb is actually pretty much past the jimping. I'm not really catching it. And even if I come back and catch it, it does okay. It does okay. But in my natural grip, I'm pretty much already past the jimping. Fit and finish, very well. Very well done. Oh, we didn't check the centering. Let's do that. Yeah, I wasn't too worried about that. Action, solid. Jumps out. Reverse flickers. If you have one, you'll have to let me know. But I mean, excellent action. The button is so smooth. Nothing but spring tension. And then ergonomics. This knife feels really, really good in hand. Now, like I said, I'm kind of past the high point of the clip in my grip, so that's not really affecting me at all. This is not an issue down here. You know, this portion of the clip, the ramp, is not an issue for me. You know, those of you with larger hands that might be back here a little bit more, I can't really speak to that. If I move back and just try to grip it, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I know it's there, but that's about where it ends. In my opinion, Petrified Fish has yet another really, really, really well done knife in the list. Absolutely. You know, for the most part, I mean, they've had a couple of models that have been like, okay, you know, but for, I'd say, 98% of what I have seen from them, I have enjoyed, and the Liss is no different at all. They've done it right. So, let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.